The year is 2002. Quite a different year for gaming. The 2000s is known to be the golden years of gaming. One of the games that release on this golden era are Hot Wheels Velocity X. Developed by Beyond Game and published by THQ. Fan of Hot Wheels consider this game to be the best Hot Wheel game. But sadly the development of this game is not sunshine and rainbows. Apparently after the game release, Beyond Game, the developer that created this masterpiece, go out of business, and just to put a insult to injury, IGN and Metacritic absolutely hate this game for no reason. But today we're not going to talk about that. Because today we're going to talk about beta version of this game. If you don't know, simply beta is an unfinished version of your favorite game. Personally, beta version of the game is my favorite topic. Seeing the different version of my favorite game is always fascinating for me. When developing a game, it is lots of things that the developer added in the game. Sometimes the developer don't like the thing that they're added, so they decided to remove the thing. For better or for worse. Mostly better, but sometimes they can be very interesting. Anywho, let's stop talking and let's move on to the video. Also, disclaimer, we are not going to talk about the Game Boy Advance version because he's basically a different game. Or a different about the PS2 and the Nintendo GameCube version because a YouTuber Overdrive already make a video about this subject. The video is in the description down below. The first thing that we going to take a look are the game trailer. That apparently release 1 years before release. Sometimes video game trailer can look very different to the final release. Due to effect the trailer releasing couple of year before the game very release. And also including to my calculation. 1 years is 366 days. A lot of things can happen in 366 days, so they will be no surprise that the game trailer that I'm going to show you is different to what we got. The first thing I noticed about this trailer are, the MSD Suzuka model is very different to the final model. It's honestly remind me of the 24/7 model from Beat That. In Hot Wheels Beat That, for whatever reason 24/7 look nothing like the real diecast. Honestly, I glad they changed that. Another thing that I see are environment. The environment look unfinished. Honestly, I'm not surprised about that. And also the weapon pickup looks similar to the power pickup. I prefer the final version. And the big elephant in the room that you guys been waiting for. Vulture is using a different livery. The livery seemed to be based off the treasure hunt paint job. Unlike the final version that using a first edition paint job. Also little bit off topic, the GBA version seemed to be based off the treasure hunt version. The next thing I'm going to show you are the sneak peek gameplay. Somewhere in 2001 or 2002 THQ decided to show off their new racing game in free alpha stage. All the footage is currently available on IGN YouTube channel. Anyway, the first thing I notice are the HUD is very different to the final version. And the arrow point GPS is red. Unlike the final version that using blue or yellow in the final version. And also originally the super zapper icon is supposed to be yellow unlike the final version that is blue. Notice that the weapon pickup is almost similar to the final version. This is because the gameplay with MSD Suzuka, Super Tune and Maelstrom is a later build of the game. Unlike the gameplay with Crazy 8 that's supposed to be a even early version of the game. Hi there, when editing this video I forgot to talk about the music. You see the music is completely different to the final version. I just want to point it out. And also before I forgot, the Sonic Boom weapon is different to the final one. The weapon is big unlike the final version that is small. And the weapon glow red light unlike the final version that glow purple. And the sound is different to the final version. Also I forgot to talk about this. Apparently one of the gameplay that show Crazy 8 blow up for no reason. I have no idea. The next thing I'm going to show you are beta screenshot. I have searched high low up down everything in between for this beta screenshot. But first of all, how did this screenshot got made in the first place? Well, sometime the developer take a screenshot and then post it on their website for sneak peek. Or sometime do developer give their early version of the game to gaming generalist like IGN or other. Even though the game is unfinished. But don't take this as a fact because this is just my theory. Something missing. Anyway, it is couple of thing I notice when watching the screenshot. For example, I already mentioned that some area of the map is unfinished. I also noticed that couple of the places is completely redesigned and look different to the final one. For example, the roller coaster is completely different to the final version. And also I forgot about the big elephant in the room. We can see cut Hot Wheels car named Slingshot with a design not seen on any real Slingshot. And also I have a theory. MSD Suzuka or the car that end up replacing Slingshot. You probably thinking, how do you know this? In Hot Wheel World Race you can see Slingshot using a pop-up design for his headlight. This is something that I never heard people talk about. But anyway, in a PC version of the game you can see MSD Suzuka with a misaligned headlight. The reason why MSD Suzuka have misaligned headlight because originally he was supposed to be Slingshot. I already mentioned that Slingshot have a pop-up headlight design. And Slingshot is a little bit bigger car, so that's explained the misaligned headlight. Don't take this as facts because this is just a theory. Again, do you remember in the beginning of the video I said that we going to talk about the beta version of this game? Turns out I lie, we also going to talk about the concept art and unused content. More on that later. Anyway, first we going to talk about concept art. For those of you that don't know, concept art is a drawing created for what the things should look like when it done. Cars, TV shows, movies, toy, you name it. Anyway, sometime the concept art is the first thing that the developer created for the game to get a rough idea of what a game should look like when it's done. Due to the concept art created so early in development, you can sometimes see things that you'll never see in the final version. Too bad I didn't found a lot of concept art for this game. I did found a lot of early rendering for this game. I only going to talk about the interesting part. First we have Wrench, that is obviously a early design for Backroads Belcher. Next we have Rose. She could either be a early design for Sparky or Fastlane. She drive the Monoposto, the car that obviously didn't appear in the final version. I remember seeing concept art similar to this for a robber character that drive a pickup truck named Mega Duty. And no, the picture that you see right now is not a real picture. This is just a rough recreation. If you found it, please tell me in the comments. The next thing that we going to take a look are the car. I'm not going to mention all them. I'm only going to talk about the interesting one. First we have Overboard 454 that seemed to missing a headlight. This is probably just an unfinished model. Next we have Greased Lightning. That seemed to missing a paint job. Another unfinished model. The next car is Purple Fashion. Obviously this is another car that didn't make it into final version. The next car is also a cut car. Is Sweet 16-2 with damaged window. The next thing we going to take a look are the unused content. If you don't know, unused content are content that's supposed to be in the game but for whatever reason the content didn't appear in the final game. I got all these information from the cutting room floor. Unused textures, vulture. Found in hw_cars.xpc, an early texture for the vulture vehicle can be found. Here, the car is colored white rather than black. Texture restored in the GameCube version of the game. Found in hw_cars.xpc, an early texture for the Attitude vehicle can be found. In this texture, the car's spoiler is colored orange, rather than gray. Texture restored in the GameCube version of the game. Locked/placeholder weapon icons. The following icons are found in hw_ipack.xpc, where the game's weapon icons are stored. Given this information, they were likely either used as placeholders or to signify a locked weapon. Vehicle icons. Inside hw_ipack.xpc3, unused vehicle icons of the HW Prototype 12, Power Rocket, and Jet Threat 3.0 can be seen. They are most likely placeholders. Gas pump. Found in world1.xpc. Although this texture is technically used in the game in Monument City, it's obscured from the player during normal gameplay. Drunk people crossing sign. Found in the texture containing the road signs in world4l1.xpc, there is an unused road sign that states "Beware, drunken people crossing." Pictured with a human figure crawling and holding what appears to be some kind of alcoholic beverage. It's safe to say that intoxicated pedestrians were not considered as a feature in a Hot Wheels game. This was likely added as a joke and/or placeholder. Inaccessible content. Burnout Glacier inaccessible areas. In Burnout Glacier, there is an unfinished portion of the city section of the level made inaccessible to the player. The full video is in the description down below. There is also an inaccessible area in the caves leading to Combustion Caldera. This area is still visible to the player in normal gameplay, but closed off. Monument City inaccessible objects. In Monument City, there is an area with several objects that are normally obscured when the player gets too close to them. The layout of these objects changes depending on the level version. The full video is in the description down below. Treadwell Plaza, Nitro's hideout. The multiplayer map, Treadwell Plaza, has what appears to be an older version of Nitro's hideout. This may be because the map could be based off of an older version of Monument City. Hidden video files. In the Windows version of the game, several videos can be found in the game files. HW_mark. A promotional video likely meant for distributors. It contains some footage from an older build of the game. The unused white variant of the Vulture vehicle can be seen in this footage along with an early texture for the super tuned vehicle. We already watched this video, so we're going to talk about the next one. HW_gal. Another promotional video. This features early concept art of the game's levels and characters. The last thing we going to take a look are the lost media wiki for this game. When doing a searching for this video, I discover couple of interesting thing in the lost media wiki for this game. I will left a link to the lost media wiki articles down below. Unused front cover for the game, the back cover shown is used for the PC version. When a stunt is performed, it would say you've been derelict. The soundtrack is near if not completely different. The startup screen featured the main character Max Justice saying Hot Wheels Velocity X, which is not in the final version. The build has its own stunt mode which was made compatible with multiplayer. This mode was completely cut from the final game. The beta has 3 known cars cut from the final game, those 3 being Slingshot, Purple Passion, and Sweet 16 2. Unsurfaced behind-the-scenes video. In 2002, shortly after Hot Wheels Velocity X released, Beyond Games posted a video to their website titled Behind the Scenes. This video was one of 5 videos for the game posted on the Beyond Games website. 4 of the 5 videos have been posted to YouTube, those being Opening Movie Part 2, Opening Movie Part 3, and 30-second promo. Unfortunately, the original site and page was taken down in 2008, but can be accessed through the Wayback Machine. The 5th video behind the scenes cannot be downloaded through any archive site. Clark Stacy, vice president of Beyond Games, uploaded B-roll footage of the behind-the-scenes video to YouTube in 2015. The original video, however, has yet to resurface.
And so yeah guys, that's it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I know this video is a little bit long, and I know this video is a little bit ambitious than my other video, but the next big video I'm going to make iceberg for Hot Wheel Velocity. Iceberg for Hot Wheel gaming. More on that later. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And so yeah guys, goodbye.